And now that we've done with that, things are gonna be a little bit different around here. First off, let's talk to Granny. She seems a bit out of sorts.
Oh. How did we ever get into this mess?
Lovely. Well, she's totally not flipped her lid, so that's all well and good. Ariana is totally fine for now. Chapel Dweller, how's yous?
There ain't no more survivors, Yarnums.
He's still lamenting the loss of an admittedly pretty shitty community. How about you? Are you feeling any better?
Oh, brave hunter. Thank the gods you're safe. Do you wish to be treated with blood? Or am I unworthy of your attention?
Perhaps better was a poor choice of words.
Yes, of course. Coming close. Now.
Excellent. Well, at least she sounds less,
Brave hunter.
Yes, we all know you're completely mad. To put this into context, if you take too many shots of Ariana's blood, 3 I think is the number. Say your prayers to Ariana. Just gonna throw that out there. But anyway, that is irrelevant for now, because we're going to open up an entirely new optional area, which will thankfully help me get some fucking good elemental blood gems. So I can actually make my Ludwig's Holy Blade a bit more powerful than it actually is. But that will take some setup. You see all these guys are snoozing, and I've just gone completely the wrong way! Ooh. It's further up this way. A nice little side area with its own tiny little cathedral, just out of the way. Totally unrelated to anything or anyone. Just get rid of carrion. Whilst I consider my approach, because as you can see, there's some, oh, he's already aggroed onto me. That is amazing. Yeah, there's some, odd sorts around, which may take offence to me being about. God, he got it quick, didn't they? You want to be careful around this guy, because he is very, very gun-happy. Very. Like, that is pretty much all he will do. So it's quite easy for him to get a fucking parry on you. And he's an adherent to the Ludwig's rifle as well. That's nice. So am I. And actually, this might be a good opportunity to show the value of the blunderbuss over the pistol in conflicts like this. Unfortunately, he's just not cooperating today. He almost just fucking executed me. That's nice. And oh, his buddies come along for the ride. Nice. That's just great. Ooh. As you might expect, this is harder than it looks when you've got 2 assholes wanting to ruin your day. Oh, you ass! So, let's actually bring them out here. this might be a little bit more conducive to my survival. This guy is an aggressive asshole. Oh! Oh no. I'm alive. Somehow, I'm alive from that. You know, there are times when tactical retreats are in order. Shut down in flames. Oh, did I hurt? Did I hurt? Oh, that's a darn shame. I was not planning to do this, by the way. This is just something I'm thinking up on the fly. But it does show the difference oil urns make to your fire damage. You mad, bro? You mad? You mad? Oh, you. There you go. So, okay, unintended strat. If you're having problems with these guys, just do that! Discovery amid derpiness. It's always a pleasure. I think there's supposed to be like a wandering madness around here or something. Or a not crystal lizard, as I usually refer to them as. I don't really need these anymore. Like, they're pretty much only useful for the Vicar Amelia boss fight. For some reason I drew a blank on her name. Did I look at this before? Yeah, the third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. Dun dun dun! The hunter's dream is a result of the influence of a Great One. Who are the Great Ones? Well, maybe we'll find out at some point. Maybe we'll find out. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Come again? Okay. Slightly not what I was expecting. Sounds like everybody's having a good time. What I'm going to have to do is reload this area, I think, a couple more times. Or alternatively... I'm trying to think what triggers what. Here is what's going through my head, if you're wondering. And I think I actually have to go down to the Forbidden Woods. So I will go and do that, and then once I'm done with that, I'll be back here. And you'll see in a minute. I'll probably just go and fast forward this bit. Oh, hi Alfred, how's it going?
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
There's a new option now available about these peculiar Vilebloods that up to this point I don't think we've heard of.
Ah, there's something I want to tell you. A bit of wisdom from the eminent master Logarius. Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth, and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vilebloods was born. The Vilebloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vilebloods is still alive today. And so, to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Canehurst Castle.
Canehurst is a lovely, fun place. From that dialogue, we actually not only find out about the Vilebloods, their connection to Bergenworth, but also that Master Ligarius, totally not a martyr, I totally didn't fluff that up, he was actually possibly around from as far back as Bergenworth.
I bid you farewell.
Which
it
is
has been a pleasure.
perhaps an interesting
May the good blood
bit of knowledge of the timeline for how old the executioners are. Who knows? Who knows until we get to a certain part of the game.
The password.
Funny joke. Funny joke. No, John. You are the skeleton. And then John was the skeleton. So yeah, apparently the guy you were talking to, dead all along. Amazing. Did he ever explain how that's the case? Nope. Did he ever explain how you can look back in through memories of Lawrence's skull? Nope. Just assume there's some supernatural shenanigans going on, because it's far better than assuming that it's all just a dream. I hate that interpretation so much, because it takes away a lot of the significance of what you're doing in Yharnam. And the world around Yharnam, of course. But that's a story for another time. Now, I'm just trying to think. A hard thing to do when you're doing a game. As to where I want to go and get things. But I think I'll just stop at, excuse me, do you mind? At getting this lantern lit. There we go. Ding! We are in Forbidden Woods. Again, if you have any side quest stuff you're doing with NPCs, do it before you go down here. This is a cutting off point for basically starting the second third of the game, as it were, the second axe. So please keep that in mind.
Oh, a hunter of beasts, are you? Glory be, you know not the value you possess. But more's the pity. The hours of the night are many, and the beasts more than I can count. A veritable hunt unending. Not even death offers solace, and the blood imbibes you. A most frightful fate. Oh my. But I'm willing to do you a kindness. Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient, shrouded church. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Yes, I'm unquestionably certain.
Well, he sounds a lot more lucid now, doesn't he? You'd almost think he was a completely different person. Let's have a look at what he just gave us. A latticed, deformed rock, or perhaps a meteorite. Appears useless, but possesses some odd gravitational force that prevents its riddance. A dubious soul once said, "Step lightly round to the right of the Grand Cathedral, or Great Cathedral, I can clearly read, and seek an ancient shrouded church. The gift of Godhead will grant you strength." And you cannot discard it. Oh, I think that's the same for most keys you get. Yeah. Well, that sounds totally trustworthy to me. Completely legit. Let's give it a shot. Wow, one shot those guys. Although I need bloodstone shards in the same way I need a hole in the head, because as you can see, I have 73 of them now. That's a tad bit too many. Just gonna go grab this item. What I actually wanted to do with the rifle spear hunter was do this. Come down from here. drop down where he can't see you or hear you, and just backstab him. But as we all know, it didn't quite work out that way, did it? No sirree, Bob. And yeah, there are a bunch of these guys around still. So if you want your chance to get dragged off to Yahar Ghul, you've still got it. You only have to worry about that, about losing that chance once you get to Bergenworth, and you will see why. Once again, same old strats, and you get your 20s. And it is beneficial to go this way as opposed to down the bottom path, because you have some snipers up here, as well as an executioner down there. So it's in your best interest to ensure that you get the drop on these guys. Just off the way, sort of floated in the air. Ah, piss. I'm not sure I can easily get back up from there either, so this might be problematic. There we go. Who needs guns when you have flaming drinks? Oh, you can piss right off with that. That was a parry and you know it. Come on, do something. You're a big, dangerous executioner dude. Please do something I can punish. And he's dead. Now, I got a blue elixir, didn't I? So, I wonder. There's, down this way there is a nasty little trick where you have an executioner but you also have two Wandering Madness. I think that's what they're called anyway. But I think doing this at a closer distance might get you to aggro the executioner, but not the actual Wandering Madness. Which would certainly be convenient. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get over it. He actually tries to punch you. I don't think I've seen that move before. Excellent. The loot. It's now ours. Oh, and a tempering gemstone, which I will not use. Because it's physical damage. And I'm not making physical weapons. There we go. Let's get some strength, shall we? From this totally trustworthy god. But first we have this. A peculiar item, but an item I'm actually quite fond of in a way. A heavy, syrupy liquid medicine temporarily shifts weight to make deflection of attacks easier, but must be used with care as it also slows movement with no change to defense. It's actually lying. There is a degree of defense bonus you get from using this. I think it only affects physical damage though, so keep that in mind. The recipe for this mysterious concoction is unknown, but some postulate it materializes only within the most desperate nightmares. I wonder what it's doing here then. I wonder if there's any connection to that. But in a gameplay sense, lead elixirs are basically how you make poise work in this game. If you take some lead elixirs, there is very little that can stop you. And your attacks. So if you're worried about being interrupted by fast attacks by something like the Blade of Mercy or the Chikage, take some lead elixirs and you can then go and stunlock whoever's trying to stunlock you. What a very lovely path. So anyway, let's go for this door and see what's on the other side. I bet it's full of treasure.
Darla, have mercy on the poor bastard.
Well, that went well, didn't it? And like as before, like with Yaha Ghul, you're not actually stuck here at all. You can just get a lantern and fuck off if you want. But, where's the fun in that? I'll be going and, doing a few odd jobs, and in the next part, we'll be going and tackling this area, which I assure you, is good fun. Do I have something fun to use? Wave is nice, joy is nice, that's nice. Point forward, let's get rid of that. So, see you in the next part.